Hey yo, what's up here, boys? Welcome back to Merc League. We have got quite the game for you today. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but this is a GC. And how do I feel about GCs in my ones lobbies? Buddy, you're gonna have to prove you're a GC, as I just no-look demo you after the goal. What a great start. And that's about the last great thing that happens for me for a while in this game, as I hit it off the sidewall like a dummy here, panic hitting, and then screw up my wave dash. So that's about how this game goes for a little bit. But the magic sauce is in the comeback, the never give up mentality. And after I throw this kickoff here, that's when I check and I realize that he's got a GC tag. So I'm like, oh, that's great. I just let the toughest player I've seen all day have a couple of freebies, so that's great. And as I'm thinking about that, I whiffed this one and give him another freebie. So I'm like, okay, it's a pretty bad start. But don't worry, guys, it gets worse. But, you know, my kickoff's looking solid here for the most part. I missed the ball, but I like the decision to follow through. You know, if you stop yourself there 3/4 of the way down the field and you're like, oh, I missed, and then you stop, and then you're not going to end up with any boost anyway. So better just to instantaneously realize you got to follow through. He does pick me off here and 50s it straight into the net. So I'm like, wow, what do I gotta do against this guy? As soon as I realize he's GC, it's like I started melting. I get an awkward touch here, but it breaks up the play, which is good. Allows me to cut back here and grab my 100 and get it out. So yeah, he screws up his whatever he was doing off the wall there and gives me a freebie. So that was the key to this whole game. Why I never feel like forfeiting in this game, even though I get down by a bunch of goals. It's that you can tell that he's not taking it fully seriously, and he dives in like that. Like, that was a great flick by me, great timing, but our opponent doesn't adapt. That's the advantage you guys can have against GCs in these one games, is that the guys that are GCs but they're lower ranked in ones, it's because they don't play ones a lot, so they have a lot of things they can do really good, but then it's like a lot of rudimentary one's strategy aspects they just completely miss the boat on, because they're used to having guys behind them that can back them up. So they don't know how to play both offense and defense simultaneously that well. And I make a mistake here. I thought it was in, so I just stopped my car, and now I'm trying to recover, get to that boost, and I screw up my wave dash, and it just pancakes me against the wall. So I gave a freebie back. Wasn't happy about that because I felt like the momentum was starting to swing back to me. I was starting to understand the player. But regardless, still 3 full minutes left, so I'm going. These goals are all going in quickly. That we still got lots of time left. And, you know, these GCs, though, you leave an opening. I let him take the ball off me, and it's just instantly in. So can't be doing that. But we still got the majority of the game left. No need to give up quite so early. That's the big lesson of this game, is that don't forfeit games that still have hope in them. You know, you might win a game 5%, 10% of the time from a certain point, but if you forfeit, you only get 0% of those wins. So if you're really trying to rank up, it's worth fighting for games when you get down a bit and try to play it out. So there, I get one back and happy about that. I was talking, wasn't even really paying attention, but that's not that important. Yeah, I get a bit nervous there. I see him coming out. I know this guy's fast, so makes me rush some of my plays. But here my timing's good. Except for there, but and here it looks good too, but I was upset about that one because I had ball came on and it kind of fish-eyed me. I didn't think he had an angle for a shot there. So that one actually is like the one goal that caught me by surprise that I wasn't too happy about. And as I'm thinking about how I'm not happy about that, I'm like, okay, what do I gotta do? I'm trying things, I'm bouncing off the wall, and then, but yeah, one loosey-goosey play, and the opponent just picks it up, so. This is the turning point right here, 9-4, I'm like, a 140, I'm like, okay, we gotta go, we gotta start the comeback now if it's to happen. Luckily, opponent misses there, and just playing too loose, not serious enough. But he is fast enough to get back, and I knew he would, so I knew I had to pop it. And I wasn't going to flick it, because I'm like, if I flick it off the backboard, that's the end of the game. You know, down by 5 minutes and a half, you got to score right there. And then my confidence just starts going up from that point. And I just know that at this point, you just got to go, go, go. You know, you're basically pulling the goalie at this point. You got to score right away, the whole way for the rest of the game. Every play's got to be like, I got to score now. That's the mentality. And I'm getting some almost chances, but he does break up my play there. But I'm still moving, still hustling. This is a great play right here. I stick to the right so that I can block that right side there, or do what I did, which is cut left, and then I have enough boost to spin around, cut back, and take the ball right away. Yeah, so I get the ball here. I lose control a bit. I get stuck on the ceiling, but I recover it to get the ceiling shot to keep myself in the game. 45 seconds left. Still got to get 3 to tie it up here, but my kickoffs are starting to pay off for me. And I do nice to control it there, slow it down, and get that flick right above him, placed into the top corner. And here I'm feeling good, because now we got a real game on our hands, right? Two goals away, 37 seconds. I have the momentum. And I get him on his mistake there where he likes to dive in and rush it too quick. Like, all you got to do if you're him in that spot, just go for a sure thing. Don't get baited onto the wall by your opponent that's trying to rush it anyway. So, bad read of the situation from my opponent. That was his big mistake in the game. But this was a great play, because from his POV, it looks like I'm giving up on the ball at the last second and cutting towards the boost. And he misreads it, and I instantly cut back and catch him totally flat-footed as he cuts for the boost himself. So I felt good about that goal to tie it at 9. And I knew that my opponent's got to be frustrated at this point. And here we're going to send into open space and take the overtime. And when you get to a 9-9 overtime, guys, if you've ever been there before, you just know, especially on a big comeback like this, you're not losing this game under any circumstance. So I'm letting Jesus take the wheel there. I push up with no boost, grab a few pads. I panic a little bit there because I'm like, oh my god, I can end it. He messed up, but you know, I do too quick of a backflip and I don't have a chance. Here he gets a great 50 and I have to really stretch out to make the save. That one made my heart drop into my ass. And here is a great play. I cut into it, you know, gradually enough that he can't see the setup. That's the key to this. Great setups are made when you catch the opponent off guard. You know, it's not just all about the shot, it's about the setup for the shot. That way they can't read what angle the shot is to come. So that's why a pretty basic front flick got the job done there, because he just didn't expect me to shoot it. It was just a boom boom, 1-2 taps into the cut, and he was caught offline. So yeah, well played by me to come back there, and don't give up on your games too early, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you made it this far, hit subscribe. I'm trying to make my subscriber list bigger than Shaq's shoe size, and I'm at 16 subscribers, so Shaq still has more inches in his foot than I do subscribers, so I'd like to change that. Yeah, we need a few more to beat Shaq's shoe size, so thanks, guys.